Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are here with a game which is developed using a GUI interface in Python. So this is the code for that game, and let me just run that game. So it basically pop-ups with a GUI interface where there will be three labels and a text box. So the text box is used for user input, where we can type the color of the given input. So the game is when we just press enter, the game will start, and it is showing red in orange color, so we should type orange instead of red. So I am typing orange, ORANGE. So the score is incremented to 1. So the basically this game is out of 30 seconds, and we have to score the maximum amount of score in 30 seconds. So we will move to the code. So for developing this game, we should be having two modules, that is tkinter and the random module. So tkinter is used for developing the GUI interface. So these two modules should be imported first, and also we have a certain amount of list of colors that is used for displaying the label, and also a variable score is set to 0, and the time left variable is set to 30 seconds. So the time is set to 30 seconds at initially, so and the time is decremented to 0. So we will be having functions like start game, next color, countdown, and these are the main main part of the program. So we will start with the main part. So at the main, we will be declaring a variable root where we will be creating the GUI interface, where tkinter.tk is the GUI interface creation function. So that is stored into the root. So the title is given as color game at the top. So root dot title is given at the color. So I will just run that code and see. So this is the title where we are giving the root dot title in the program. So we are giving root dot title of color game inside the program. So this is where that title would come. So the next parameter is root dot geometry, where we would have to give the width and height of the GUI interface. So we have given 375 into 200 as the 375 as the width and 200 as the height. So that is given. So we will be next we are creating an variable instruction where tkinter.label is invoked. So label is used to display something in the GUI interface. So label is created where we will be displaying type in the color of words and not the word text. So that is the text we have to display, and the font is set to Helvetia, and the size is set to 12, and that is basically stored into this variable called instruction, and that instruction dot pack is invoked. So whenever we are creating a GUI interface GUI based program, we will be storing it in a variable, and that variable dot pack will execute, and that will show in the GUI interface. So pack function in the tkinter is used to display the labels in the interface. So the next variable is score label. So score label is a variable where we'll be storing another label where we have to display press enter to start. So we know that at first we have to press enter in order to start the game. So for that, this font is set, and pack function is invoked to display that text in the GUI interface. So similarly, we will be creating time label to display the time left. So initially we will be setting it to 30, and when the time is 0, we will be stopping the program. So pack function is invoked. So next we will be creating a label where we will be showing the text where we would like to predict the color of, so that is stored in this variable called label, and pack function is invoked. So if you want to set any text to that label, we will be invoking this label variable instead of any other variable. So label is used here. So next we will be creating a variable e. So basically we will be having let me see. So basically we will be having a text box here, so we should be able to get those text from the text box to the program. So we will be creating a variable e in order to get those tests. So tk_entry of root will give us the text for that text from the text box, so that is binded. So root dot bind of return comma start game is the function which is used in order to start the program. So whenever we when we launch the program now, when we just run the program, at first it will be we should press enter in order to start the game. So when we press enter, these a return function, a return parameter is passed into the program, and that would bind into the root. So whenever an entry is pressed, the start game function is to be called. So for that, bind function is used, and then after that e dot pack is used. So when the main function execute, the start game function first reload. So we'll go to the start game function. So we have declared our start game function over here, where the start game of event is the parameter. So we will be at first we will be setting the time left as 30 seconds. So if the time left is equal to 30 seconds, we will be calling countdown function. So countdown function is declared written over here, so we will move to that. So after that, the next color function is invoked. So we will go to the countdown function when the time is equal to 30 seconds. So when the countdown function here comes, so here we are, as we all know, that time left function should be used as global in order to access those time in every function written over here. So it is declared as global in this function. So if time left is greater than 0, we will be decrementing the time left variable as 1. So time left is equal to time left minus 1. So it will be decremented up to 0. So if 1 second is passed, then the time left will be decremented by 1. So when the time left is changed, then we should update the GUI interface with the time left label into the new variable. So we should set that time left label into 30. Initially it is set to 30, so as when the variable is changing, we have to change those variable. So that is done here. The time left variable is changed over here. So this function is to be run in every 1 second. So for that we will be using after function. So time label dot after of 1000 millisecond comma which function we should be invoking. So the time label dot after 1000 millisecond, that is 1 second comma the countdown function will be invoked in every 1 second. So that is the use of countdown function. So after that, we will be moving to when the countdown is decremented by 1, we will be using next color function. So the next color function we will be having a we have already declared the score and time left over here. So we will be declaring it as global here, global variable as score and time left. So if time left is greater than 0, then e dot focus set function is to be invoked. So that basically means at when the program is started, then the text box which should be enabled, right? So that function that is enabled here, e dot focus underscore set, is a function that is used to active the text entry box. So that is done over here. So here and the next line is if e dot, so e variable is we have declared it in the main function, that is tk inter dot entry dot root. That is the we can use this variable e in order to uh, get the input from the text box. So we will be using e dot get of lower equal to color of one dot lower. So color of one here is used because we are setting, as we all know that we have a list of color here. So uh, zeroth color will be the text that should be displayed, and the first color should be the original color that should be added to the label. So we are checking whether e dot get dot lower is equal to color. So that basically means that whether whether the typed input from the box is equal to the color of one, that is basically the right answer of uh, that label. So if it is equal, then the score is incremented by 1. Otherwise, not otherwise, and it e dot delete comma 0 comma tk enter dot end works every time when the next color function is called. So this delete function is here used in order to reset the text box. So that is not only invoked after if function, it is also invoked whenever the next color function is used. So now we will be shuffling these list with different colors. So for that, shuffle function is used. So random dot shuffle of colors will shuffle these uh, shuffle these colors. So we will be having different color at the 0th position and different color at the first position. So after shuffling, we will be setting the first color as the color that is passed as a parameter as fg, and the 0th color as the text, as I have already told here. So we will be setting first color as the color and the 0th color as the text. So that is set in the label. So we have written label in the main function in order to display for every function related to label that will be changed in the GUI. So label function is invoked here. So after that, score label is to be incremented as score is incremented here. So score label is also incremented, like text is set to score and the str of score is displayed here. So this is the main function of the program which is used to control the game. So this is it, and after running the game we will be getting like this, a GUI interface like this. So we can play this game up to 30 seconds, and maximum score can be made within 30 seconds. So thank you everyone.